Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required.
Just another day on the job for us!
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, but it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to... No problemo! This does sound like a job for the Traveler!
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki.
On second thought...
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind, but please ask around in the streets as well. Thank you. I will await your
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little...
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay.
Wait, you mean he already had a
No, not exactly. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him. You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend to help. If I had to guess, his lack of income...
Is it just Paimon, or...
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time. Perhaps you could try asking around?
Okay!
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing.
Huh? How can you be so
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids. Being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see...
On purpose!
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won!" Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just plain...
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stake. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say...
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence again, so I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up...
Thanks for the info!
Arataki Ito. Of course I know. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything serious. Paimon's curious.
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put some... For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity. But At first, he was just one of our suspects. But when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to... Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would... As for his psychological motives, it's a bit... At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, the vision hunt was a mistake. But we never expected that he would go to...
He does sound a little possible. Just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to...
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Jaime remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning. Come and try some creative cooking.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy my taste bud?
Have we really run out of exciting cases?
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Please speak to President Sung. I'm just a helper.
Okay. The essence of the Ame no art. Powers of the best in Inazuma.
Please speak to President Sung.
My culinary skills.
The essence of how they know we should change it. This part is a bit boring.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through.
How much more are we?
A one-off payment of 397,000 mora.
Whoa! That's crazy!
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in... And, as for that amount, now then, to give you the full picture in... A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The Crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The Crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Huh? That's it?
I suppose the Blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only... Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful...
But how could he do that? After the Blue...
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only... Besides, the suspect has already... According to my investigation, he was... The Tenryo Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's... Don't mention it.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given into his...
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a...
Okay, but...
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to... In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially eat... If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing...
Right! Knowing our target's weak...
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and...
Sneaky! But also, let's head to Yashiori Island...
to President Summer.
Detective Sango, each of the... There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward. Could that be him? Is that Art? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid...
Hey, who's sneaking around over there? Come on, show yourself!
Yikes! We've been... Wait! Could that be him? He doesn't seem... It'll save a lot...
Hey, who's sneaking around over there? Come on, show yourself!
Yikes! We've been spot... Wait! Could that be him? He doesn't seem to be... It'll save a lot of...
Beans, no!
What should we do?
Don't be alarmed. It's just my, It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Oh, I get it. So you're here to bring me in. Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me. All by myself. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only nab.
Yeah, but nabbing people?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy picking. And the extra mora means I can, Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting every...
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly he took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop.
Uncle Ito! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages.
Huh? Who are they?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were... It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of...
Huh? What are you
Come on, just play along.
Uncle Ito?
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will...
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to...
Who were those?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like... They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear... I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment.
What should we do? There is the kid...
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, come with me. Saves you worrying that I... You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, the grand game of beetle fighting is a match where you're a beetle... Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to... I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark, but it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's gotta be in the right headspace as well. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert.
But we're not the ones that will be playing.
Oh, yeah, anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you. And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. We have to find...
Okay, so he's not...
Okay, let me... there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my...
Uh-oh! Lightning storm!
Just our luck. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below.
There are more footprints here.
Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Onikabuto. Now that's what I'm talking. Huh? Oh, what the? Ah, no, not lavender melons. Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else. This is the one! This is the one! See? Yeah, it's on the smaller side. But, size is... Just let the expert explain. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the room. It might look a bit young and docile, but young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that...
Right here! Look what Paimon found! If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hop down, Paimon flew off, so what do you think, Ito? It's big and strong, and look, bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
Oh, you got some experience?
Nope, this is the first one.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert.
Oh, so overall...
Anyway, great. With both your... Well, you know, that's... So many unrelated things have to come together.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not.
Whoa. Let's not do anything rash here, you know. I think both of these... Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out.
Don't worry.
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy. Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Ha! Look,
Dang it! Oh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible!
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Sight.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks ultra, but it's still no match.
All right, little guy.
No.
Yay! We won! Ha!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to...
See? Paimon's got real talent. Oh, right. Yeah.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisu.
Huh? For me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to...
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my... Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go...
Good. The kid doesn't...
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell you? They're my friends.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad...
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember?
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what...
Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with... I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, I have my own reasons for lying about it. And I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs.
So why in the world would you say that you were the...
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long...
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that...
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot...
So, is the story...
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni... But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good... The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they...
Paimon thought you were two different species. So...
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just... Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader... First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the... Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging temper. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni... After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually... Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever...
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue...
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than... Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the... Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their... I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors... Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced in... That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught...
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him.
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide. There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been... That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drop... But, if you're willing to believe me, then please.
Yep, Paimon too. Just treat it like we're...
So, you... All right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so, be ready for anything.
Don't worry about...
All right. Then our first job is to investigate where this Blue Oni is hiding out. Yo, you must be Masato.
And Oni?
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, it's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and but this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead,
Huh? That's
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for, and that my businesses are only... Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to but instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go. Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate but the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were going to come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of... Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted with me? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was...
Ugh, that idiot. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But you weren't gonna go after them, are you?
Don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around... They gotta pass through here sometime. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has... All right, it's go time. Let's... Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Let's fight first, talk later. Yeah, yeah. Attaboy.
Finally, Barry. Let's get down to business.
Let's roll.
Barry. Finally, No.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Ito, descendant...
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every Blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names, because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that... Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all... Huh? What's so...
Who are you to talk about pride and oath? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Ito, what exactly do you contribute to? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You're a disgrace to the Oni
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean...
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like... But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around and we were cut off from the rest of the world? We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no staple, no clothing, no medicine, nothing.
So, that's why you joined a band of...
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain. That's what matters most to me.
And besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as... If people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole...
You make a good point. But Arataki Ito's the one who needs to get that into his thick... The Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni... Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are. See?
Oh no! It's the Tenryo...
Forget it. This was a waste of... Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror.
Hey! He got away! Uh-oh, we need to get...
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape to... Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission, or they'll be after you.
Who goes there?
Attaboy!
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito.
Bam! Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of flattered but I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. No, all that would do is send them after our Blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first.
Then what should we do? The Tenryo...
No choice but to keep kicking some...
Hey, boss! Thought you'd have all the fun without us? Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Now's your chance.
Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, Go! Do what you gotta do!
All right, watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming. Come on, you two. Time to roll!
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's...
Run for it, boss!
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels... pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. Alright, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya. Huh, Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Windblade! Freeze!
Come a little closer.
My blade! Boom! Windblade! Dodge this! My blade! To the very cool it! There's more! Feel my blade! Dodge this! Very...
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead. Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. Couldn't have just disappeared into thin air. Unless they're all ninjas or something. Hidden entrance, yes! All right, I think this is gonna be where they keep all the people.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire away. Of course I did. Come on. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are so I'm here to save him no matter what.
Huh? What?
All acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. All the more reason we gotta put an end to this. Ha! Can't catch me. No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
Oh, it's moving!
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts. Bam!
Going somewhere? See no more! Boom! More! My blade!
Can't catch me. Attaboy!
Fairy!
Freeze! Let's roll!
Fairy! My blade! To the fairy!
Can't catch me. Be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get him out of here. Bam!
Finally, to the fairy.
Calm down, dear.
Oh, you must be Dice.
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you. He's been worried about you.
You were the one who saved him? Oh.
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's before you go calling me a hero. Let me ask you this: wouldn't it?
Really? Just one little compliment.
These vagrants are insatiable. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one... in fact, his horns look just like the...
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. I don't understand what he was... Are you a friend of his?
Relative.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky.
Don't worry. He'll be... Anyway, you should scram. It's still not...
Yes, thanks again.
Huh. Child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time. Can't catch me! Can't catch me. This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can. Ah! Can't catch me. Hey, I wasn't ready. My blade. Go attaboy.
Finally, I could
Wind blade. Attaboy!
Bet you think you've so naive. I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the...
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami.
You better stay where you are and let me fit. Aren't you curious what the other pieces use? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of a mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is...
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you've had your fun. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it.
I snatched it earlier, to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you...
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed our...
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening. Ah! Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, okay. Fine.
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now.
If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone.
No one needs...
All right, then you tell me. I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us Blue Oni. But you... If it was...
They're here! We won't let them slip away.
Uh-oh, there's no...
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the...
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am. How are you ever gonna report...
Stop fooling around!
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't... Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni. And giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any long... Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni... The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well, then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self... Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya! I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this.
Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
We managed to save. What about Ito and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're all right. Look! It's Ito and Takuya!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay. I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean
Why? Why would you do this for... I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family and... I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo everything the Blue Oni have done?
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and human... Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
You say all that, but...
That's just how I roll. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some... You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang...
But...
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could crank...
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking. Takuya, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure of people and... All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed...
No! Please don't! Without those...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally...
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryo Commission.
Oh! Yeah, I guess. But no worries. I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested them.
Oh!
That's what they get for resisting.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and... Thanks.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case...
Hey, wait! Our unique circumstances? Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, all right, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
yes. So, Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact—
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Ito—
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Ito is a far cry from— If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni— Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Ito and his—
Yes, you needn't worry. The official—
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
Ah, I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were— As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old grand—
Do you need our help?
No, no. Besides, once Ito is released— Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what— He does whatever he puts his mind to. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. But I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, because Ito is my—
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the blue Oni back home. The crimson Oni didn't know where to find the blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the blue Oni had once done, the crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Al, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Al. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
Hey, Traveler! Remember that pit at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Paimon took a quick peek before we left last time. There's something of light coming from inside. Don't you think that's a little...
Add Ast—